Using essential landscape tools is our topic today on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Hello, everyone. All right, so again, this is part 2 of working with landscapes. Because I did this for a Udemy course that we're producing on the Skylum Udemy channel, I took one of the excerpts of the lectures and I want to bring it to you guys here. So let me share my screen. Now, I believe this is Angie Birmingham's photo. Let me just double check. Just make sure I'm giving her credit. And yes, it is. All right, so this is Angie Birmingham's image. We're going to start with this image here. And using the essential tools and the landscape tools, we'll convert it to this, all right? And just to show you a little bit behind the scenes, here we are. It's just enhance the landscape tools will develop, and once again, enhance AI. So I'm going to discard all of those, and we'll start, all right? So the first thing I did was I chose to go to enhance AI first because I want to bring out the detail in the image, just, color, detail, tone, and depth. Now that I have that there, so I have it set, I'm going to come into the development tool, or actually, I'm going to do the landscape tools. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of dehaze until my buddy Dale brought it out, but watch this. Look how it's automatically improving the contrast of the image. I'm going to pop a little golden hour in. And look at it before and after. Look at that. Look, it's just that little tone, that little extra that it's doing to it, that's going to set up the next step that we're going to do. Now, this foliage enhancer, just be careful. Look at the green around the areas. Watch. If I cranked it up too much, look how it looks fake now. All right? So I'm going to dial it back a bit. But this right here, down here, all right, this advanced settings for the foliage hue is what's going to help us. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to dial it back and forth. Note, look at the green. Look how it's turning to like a nice golden color. So you could change the season right there. There we go. I like that. So I was able to use the foliage enhancer to help change the season or the appearance of the season. All right, so I have that set. Now, here's the next step that's really going to help us, and this is develop. Watch this. Super contrast. This should already, look at that should already be an AI tool, for God's sake. Look how incredible. Look at that. It adds that extra punch or sharpness to the image. And I'm going to dial back the blacks a little bit, increase the whites, bring the white back a little bit. But yeah, that right there, the super contrast, does a phenomenal job. I'm going to dial back some of the highlights. Look at the difference. Before and after. Now, I'm really liking where we're heading. I'm going to come back. Let's look at structure for a moment. Let me just bop a little structure in here. A little boost. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yeah, it does. Look at that. All right. So now that I have all this set, well, let's make this tree the focus area. So let's go back to Enhance AI. And I'm going to brighten up the entire scene just a little bit. Yep. Okay, good. Now let's dial it down to a local setting. So we'll use the radial adjustment. And all I want to do is apply that tool just to the tree. Now, the reason why I'm using a gradient is I don't want it to look like a cookie cutter, like it's cut out. So that's going to give us a nice, look at that, a nice fading, grading effect. And there we have it. Now look what that just did for us. Do you see how that actually brought out the scene? Now that I have it set, this is where we can tweak it. I want that tree to be a little richer looking. So we know the landscape tool helped us with that. And we also know that the development tool helped out. So I'm going to go back to those two tools. Yeah, look at that. Now let's go back to the top and see what happens. Yeah, look at that. It brought it back in. I'm going to dial it back just a touch. There we have it. Now there's other ways we could actually bring light to that. We could use a vignette, but actually I like right where it's at here. So here's what we started with. And here's what we finished with. Again, we only used Enhance AI, the landscape tools here, and then we went into the development, and that really did a great job at tying everything together to bring it all the way through. All right, so there you have it. So guys, that's just one way of taking your landscapes and just making them look absolutely incredible. So don't throw away any of your old images you think like, what was I thinking when I took the shot? It's underexposed, it doesn't look good. Run it through what we just did and see if you can add new life to an old image, all right? Now, if you're watching this live on YouTube, awesome. And if you want to be part of the Zoom with this Luminar Insiders, here's the direct link, skylum.events/Luminar Coffee Break, because what we do is at the end of this quick tutorial, everyone else sticks around and we have the Ask Me Anything segment where you can ask any questions pertaining to this tutorial, or if you have any questions on tech support, you need advice on which camera gear to buy, anything photography or editing related, you can ask us during the Ask Me Anything segment. All right? So for those of you that are here, please stick around. Everyone else, we'll see you at the next coffee break.